Today's conversation is for thinkers because it's Black History Month. And we are going to explore some history that many of us weren't taught, and some perspectives that may challenge what we have always assumed. I want to say that I'm a host, not the instructor. I do not claim to be a scholar, a historian, or a theologian. My role is to ask honest questions on behalf of the audience, to let my well-studied guest present his framework in his own words. So if you hear something in this episode that you haven't heard before, don't rush to react. Pause, listen, research, agree with it, disagree with it, wrestle with it, but do it with discipline and respect. Our guest is Master Teacher George W. Allen. He is a student of history and scripture, and he's going to connect topics that you don't usually hear paired together. The views and interpretations shared by our guests are his own views. I'm not here to persuade you into any ideology. I'm here to create a space where information can be presented, examined, and discussed with maturity. Thank you for joining us again, Master Teacher George W. Allen.
Thank you, young God, for the invitation.
Man, it's such an honor to have you here with us, especially considering that it's Black History Month and this is our Black History Program episode. And I really want to get straight to it. One question, we was talking off camera through direct messages, and you brought up the Garden of Eden, and I want to just start there right away, get some value. Why do you believe that the Garden of Eden matters to Black history at all? And what do you say to people who think bringing Eden into this conversation is religious reaching?
Brother Strong, it shows us certain things. First of all, it shows us that in the beginning of the book of Genesis, the book of the Bereshit, we were not excluded, as we have been taught, from creation. Last week before last, our deranged president called Mr. and Mrs. Obama monkeys.
I seen it.
But you see, when we think about the argument of the monogenes and the polygenes, what it states is that the Black man did not descend from Adam and Eve. But we know he did. So why Eden is important, it's important because it's something that we have not been taught. It's important because it helps us to reclaim our lost identity. The Garden of Eden. The scripture tells us that, and the Lord God planted a garden eastward in Eden. This is based upon the scriptures, Genesis, the 2nd chapter, 8th through the 14th verse. And it reads, he put the man whom he had formed out of the dust of the ground. And every tree in the garden was pleasant for food, except the two which stood in the midst of the garden. And then he started talking about how that there was a river. We've been taught about 4 rivers, but I want to say that there are 5 rivers. The first river, and let's listen at it in the scriptures. I'll read it in the scripture. Verse 10, and a river went out of Eden to water the garden. And from thence it was parted and came into 4 heads. 1 plus 4? 5. 4 plus 1?
5.
Is 5. See, now, the first garden, or the first river, The scripture called it the Python, but my interpretation is different. The first river is the Mediterranean Sea. And if you look carefully at a world map of Africa, what you will discover is that the Mediterranean is the river that water the four rivers. The first river runs all the way down into Ethiopia. It's called the Gihon, or I'm going to talk about the Gihon. The Gihon, or the Nile, the Greeks called it the Gihon, only river in the world to run true north and true south, 4,160 miles. Then there's the Tigris. Then there is the Euphrates, which is drying up, as a matter of fact. You know, the scripture talks about in Revelation how that when the Euphrates dry up, then the angels underneath the Euphrates will be released.
Where's that? Can we just get a scripture for that? Just a place, so the audience can have some reference.
Hold on 1 minute.
Man, that's amazing.
Hold on 1 minute. Let me find one for you. Look at Revelation 9.
Yeah, 9:14 through 15.
Yes. Yeah. So you see, I'm telling the truth.
Yeah. Revelation 9.
Need me to read that for you?
9:14 through 15. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. 1 moment.
Man, ain't that something?
Yeah, see, a lot of time I be done read and I know it's there, but I have to find it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna rock with you. I was riding with you.
Okay.
Angels being bound in the great river Euphrates.
That's right. And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar, which is before God, saying to the sixth angel, which has the trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. I said 2 is 4. It's been a while since I read that. For the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay the third part of men. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them.
So now that you established the Garden of Eden as far as a black history, as black history itself that we don't discuss and or talk about. How are you saying that the geography of the 5 rivers, how can that expose hidden history? What does the rivers point to about early people, migration, and identity?
One river comes to mind in particular, and Josephus, the Jewish historian, he speaks of it, and that's the Python. And Josephus said that the Python is the multitude which went or came down by the black waters of the Persian Gulf. They came down by Karachi and went back up through the Kush Hindu mountain and went over in India. Those are the Indians that you see in America today who are running basically the convenience stores. They too are the children of Ham.
I always heard that, but I never heard it explained as far as their expedition.
Yeah, Josephus, he's the only one that talks about how that they came all the way down.
Is he a Greek brother?
Josephus was
Josephus was a
but he was a trader too.
So was he with the Roman people, or was he one of them? I just gotta ask because I'm trying to see.
He worked for the Caesars.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, he lived in the Caesar summer house. So when Jerusalem fell in AD 70 by Titus and his father, when Jerusalem fell and they brought all the artifacts, the menorah, the Holy Scriptures, back to Rome with them. You see, when they brought that back, what that was, they put the Scriptures in a sacred room. And only somebody who could view the Scriptures was Josephus. But when you look at the writings of Josephus and read carefully, what you'll discover is much of what you see the Flavians and Titus doing, much of what you see them doing, Josephus tied it into Jesus. It's amazing. And we can't teach these things in the black church simply because we are not taught these things. We are taught from...
But if we're not inclined or if we're not endowed mentally with the understanding or the knowledge or the history at all, and everything is just so fragmented, you know what I'm saying? And you can't get something that's just saying that this is the truth and this is, you know, it would be hard to teach these things, but I do think that we need these teachings, but they can't teach it because it's not, they don't feel like it's concrete.
But I tell you what,
they don't feel like it's concrete.
Now, a lot of stuff is not concrete. We believe it.
That's a fact.
Yeah, we believe that Noah woke up and cursed his son Ham. We believe that. But it's one of the biggest lies ever been told. And everybody seems to recognize that it's a lie, but black people. And that's because in the schools you go to, the white evangelicals, they teaching you what they've taught you for the past 500 years.
Their philosophy.
Yes. You see, how can I say this?
The victor gets to tell the story.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he stole all our history.
The
white man have.
Yeah.
And made it himself.
So look, master teacher, I gotta keep this going. I gotta keep us a good pace going. So I want to move forward to this next question because there's so many important things that I got here to ask you, and there's so much value that I know that you're gonna give us. So when most people hear of the Table of Nations, they hear race talk and get uncomfortable. So let's go there. What does the Table of Nations actually teach about peoples and bloodlines? And what's the biggest lie that's been told using it?
Well, the Table of Nations is found in the 10th chapter of Genesis. And what it introduces us to, in listening to order, the sons of Shem, Ham, and Japheth. But yet and still, when it comes to the scriptures, the first people listed are the sons of Japheth. But you see, another lie. They have made themselves the Jews. And they might be, but they're not Sephardic. When I say the Sephardic Jews, I'm talking about the bloodline. The white Jews who claim to be Genesis 10, 1 through 5. They are the sons of Ashkenaz. And Ashkenaz was the son of Gomer. And Gomer was the son of Japheth. Then they are the sons of Ham. And I tell black people, it's hard to make us believe it. The Bible wasn't written for the white man.
Mm.
The Bible was written, and I know what you've been taught, and I know what we've been taught. The Bible was written to black people from black people. I know we've been taught how that over a period of time, men wrote as the Spirit of God moved upon them. But I can prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that the first Bible, which was the Greek Septuagint, they was able to create it because Menetho, the Egyptian high priest, who lived in the 300s, helped Ptolemy to create a new religion, which I call the imperial cut. And what we call Christianity today eventually became, or should I say, the imperial cut eventually became what we call today Christianity.
Black people say what they say about the Bible because the form that we got it in, which is the top form is the 1611 King James, and so which holds more than 66 books. It actually holds some of the apocryphal books as well. But
yeah, he had 80 books in the original. You're right.
In the original, and so they saying that was made so King James can keep his kingdom together under one religion and have everybody cool. You know what I'm saying? So King James can keep living his life, and I understand that he might have even had lived the LGBTQIA plus lifestyle.
Right.
You know, I understand that, and so I know that they're saying that King James put these excerpts together to appease his people,
and that's pretty true. Now I want you to know that King James was a Negro black as me, or darker, with woolly hair.
And King James was a Moor?
King James was a Negro. You can call him a Moor if you want to. You can call him a Moor, just like Jesus. Quit trying to make him something that he wasn't. Jesus was a Negro. But the Christian church taught us, the Christian church taught us
that we
were Negroes from Negro land.
That we was Gentiles.
Yes, that too. Yeah. But then Genesis 10, I believe it's 5, tell you that the whites are the Gentiles.
Are we not Negroes from Negro land? Is that not where the region that they went and got a lot of the slaves from, kind of right off the coast?
Yes, you're right. But you see, this guy, he was a cartographer. I call his name after a while when it come to me. He was a cartographer. And he wrote this map about 1738. And in 1738, on this map, he showed the kingdom of Judah, Juda. Now, I want you to know the had been pushed
down.
Down and over, all the way from the northeast corner of Africa to past Central Africa. And it was there on the West Coast where we got caught up in the slave trade. You see, the kingdom was split. The kingdom was split between Rehoboam and Jeroboam. One got 10 kingdoms, the other got 2. But then in 2 Kings 17, God removed Israel out of his sight. They were so wicked. Then almost 200 years later, that was 721, they went off into captivity and became what we call today the 10 lost tribes of Israel. You see, they was Israel at first, but when the kingdom split, Israel became the northern kingdom and Judah became the southern kingdom. Then in 585, Judah was moved from his sight. And I say it all the time, Deuteronomy 28, 6 to 8. We are the only people in history, modern or ancient, who have been brought from one hemisphere to another and worked free. In Genesis the 15th chapter, it was given to Abraham. It was told him, Abraham, your people shall go off into a land that is not theirs, and they shall remain there for 400 years. That's Genesis the 14th chapter. Correction, Genesis the 15th chapter. Yeah.
And there's no disrespect to the Holocaust at all, or the victims from those terrible situations in history. Not trying to erase that, not trying to make that not count. It's just that they weren't moved to another hemisphere or under the conditions written about that my ancestors went through. And so there's no shade to those, because like you said, they can be used too.
That's right.
And so that is no shade.
That's right.
That is not. I can't be anti-Semitic if I'm a Shemite.
Yes.
So I'm not anti myself.
Yes.
And so if those are my brothers and sisters as well, bloodline. What did you use that word to call it for bloodline? What was the word for bloodline?
The Sephardic.
Sephardic. If those are my Sephardic brothers, and we're not talking about them or dissing them. I just want to make a disclaimer because of what I hear you saying. And I don't want to ever get that twisted or come off like I'm anti-Semitic. I love all people. We love all people.
Well, see, but they are not. Go to Revelation 2:9. Give you time to find it and read it for us.
I know thy works. Am I there?
You there?
And tribulation and poverty. But thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. See, I know that verse too. I just be trying, because Jesus harsh.
Yeah.
Jesus harsh.
That's right.
Yeah. They say we be harsh. Jesus was real harsh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Go there, look at Revelation 3:9. Jesus didn't stop there. He went on over in the 3rd verse and started talking about the same thing. But we don't like that. I don't like the way he is talking to us.
No, I like how that whatever.
No, but I'm just saying.
I'm with it. Behold, I make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee.
Go to Genesis 10. Let me show you something right quick. In the table of nations.
Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were sons born after the flood. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, and Meshech and Tyrus. And the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz.
Hold your point. That's who the white Jews call themselves. The Ashkenazi. And I'm gonna share with you.
Like the guys that be over
in Israel with the plait on the side of the head.
When they be
they white folks.
Yeah.
Who was converted to Judaism in the 700s.
Can they trace their bloodline back in any way?
It ain't showing up in their bloodline.
Okay.
European ancestry showing up. You think I'm lying? Google it.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
European bloodline. That's what show up.
Yeah.
They started doing that in the 700s.
Yeah.
See, was really a lot of folks who got the world in the turmoil that is the white folks. The white.
Yeah.
It's not us.
Yeah.
Yeah. The white who's got the world in the turmoil that it's in. That anti-Semitic stuff. As a matter of fact, the word Semitic is barely 100 years old. But when a man starts talking, you think it's something that's always been.
Okay. Now you know we can't just hover on this subject right there.
I know we got to move on.
It's a very sensitive subject.
I know we got to move on.
It could even get my channel in trouble. Okay. So let's talk about early slavery in America.
Okay.
With zero sanitization.
Okay.
I don't want you to sanitize it at all. What were the most inhumane realities that schools avoid? Not just schools, the history avoids. Family separation, forced labor, breeding, punishment. All
of that, Brother Strong. Freedom. Bodily autonomy. You can't go where you want to go. You go where I tell you to go. Control the heritage. I'm talking about I take your heritage and make it mine.
That's why the history that you're trying to present to us sounds so confusing.
Yes.
And I'm sitting here with you like, Master Teacher, like how are we making this, how's this Black history, Master Teacher? Because I can agree that something was stripped.
Yes.
I don't know my, you know what I'm saying? All I know is the furthest I can go back is my grandmother's parents and my grandfather's parents on both sides. I know my grandfather's parents on both sides, my mom and my dad's sides. No, I don't know. I know my grandfather's mother on my mother's side, and I know my grandfather's mother on my father's side. That's it. That's as far back as I can go, bro.
Now see me, I'm George, who was the son of George, who was the son of Sherman, who was the son of James, who was the son of George, who was the son of Reuben. And all of us are the sons of Grandma Dolly. In the 1870 census, Limestone County, Grandma Dolly was 104 years old. Amen. In the 1880 census.
That's only 6 generations.
Grandma Dolly's parents, they were the Africans. And it's documented.
So your grandmother Dolly's parents
on my Allen side.
On the Allen side were enslaved.
Oh yeah.
That's absolutely crazy.
And my mother's side, I tell you, brother, is like infiltrated. I got white grandfathers to the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th degree. White grandmothers. Yeah, because their sons and their husbands was laying down with my ancestors.
They used to call those bed wenches. The way history would call
That's
them.
Right. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you talk about safety. Think about the trauma. I've never heard nobody say nothing about the trauma that I witnessed growing up as a boy in the 1960s. To watch a governor like George Wallace stand at the schoolhouse and declare segregation now, segregation tomorrow, and segregation forever.
Yeah.
I'm talking about I watched the police in Selma bust Negroes' heads down to the fat meat on public TV here in America. That was a few years ago. But we act like this didn't happen and that didn't happen to black people. And then when we hear something, we're like, everybody wanted to be upset about Trump calling Mr. President and Michelle monkeys.
Now, the president did try to come out and clarify, to be the devil's advocate. He tried to come out and clarify that there was a edit guy done that, and that he only watched the first minute of it, and he never seen the end part of it, which was crazy. I mean, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, it'd be like Trump. But that's what the president said, that he didn't know. And he did not see that edit at the end of he said it was at the very end of the clip, and that he didn't see that edit, and that he blamed it on the editorial guy.
I'm gonna tell you, as you know, as I know, as America know, as the world know, Trump is the lionest guy that ever took a crap between two shoe tops. And it's the truth, man. I'm talking about this guy tell a lie for no reason. And white folks eat it up. And apparently a lot of blacks too.
A lot of black people love it.
Yes. It's a show, man. Yeah. It's like a show.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. This is nothing to do with, and I just gotta ask, since we're in this era right now. Is ICE black folks' business? Or
no.
Can that become black folks' business? Are we next?
No.
I mean, some black people say it's going to trickle down, and
no,
yeah,
it ain't our business.
We are descendants of slaves.
See, that's the problem, and we keep overcoming. It don't matter what the white man do to us.
I said that meaning that we're bloodline, like we're born
bonded
Americans
and bonded, by the bond of slavery.
By the bonds of slavery. So it's like, I don't think that I should have anything to do with the black community.
We shouldn't have anything to do with them.
Now, I love our brown brothers and sisters.
I do too.
I love our brown brothers. This is nothing against them.
They already getting more than us.
I'm
gonna tell you, man, I challenge, it's the truth. When you see people working on the roads, look and see who they are. Look at Decatur Utilities, for instance. Man, pretty much you see a lot of Hispanics.
It's getting blacker and whiter now. Through the years, though, it have been.
And now it's more Hispanic than black.
Yeah, definitely 100%.
I don't know. We've came a long ways, and that's what I be trying to get us to see. Not trying to compel anything upon us, but trying to get us to see that we've been fooled, bamboozled, hoodwinked. I was trying to think of the cartographer a while ago, the map drawer, Emmanuel Boeing. That's his name. Yeah, that's who drew up Negro land. I got some pictures, man. I wish I had time to show you. I'll show you before, after our meeting, where he took the kingdom of Judah, redrew the map, and named it Negro land. But see, when you talk about the tribe of Judah, the tribe of Benjamin, and a portion of Levi, they don't ever tell you about the Levi part. We stayed together.
Is there any way, historically, because all the DNA websites, or all the 23andMe, that's not going. I don't believe that's going to tell you who you are. No. So is there a way? Is it a biblical way? Or I think I asked you this before. I can't help but ask, to prove that who we are, because even the Bible say we was gonna be lost.
Okay.
And so the only way to prove is the 400 years being in captivity away from their land. Now that's us. I mean,
yes.
if that ain't a big X,
Yeah, we know it's us.
X marks the spot.
We know it's
Is
us.
there any other way besides that? Have any other people been taken? And that much
That's what
of
I'm
a
saying.
people?
No.
That much of a people?
No other people.
Yeah.
Only people in recorded history.
In recorded history. Okay. All right.
That's ancient or modern.
Yeah. Well, that's enough here.
Go to Deuteronomy.
Yeah. Okay.
The 28th chapter, and I'm certain you're probably familiar with that passage.
Oh, you good? Because
Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter.
The audience may not be familiar.
And about the 6th to 8th verse.
28, 6 to 8?
And see what it says.
Deuteronomy 28, 68.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Hold on. If I say again, what does that mean?
That means it's been done before. You were there before.
I was where before? In slavery. I was in slavery before.
Yeah, because that's what
in Egypt. In
yeah.
Egypt.
Yeah.
Okay, pick it back up.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
Redeem you.
Yeah.
See, and you hear white folks holler, they didn't have to fight for their freedom. No, not as a whole. Why? Because the Lord fights our battle.
Mm-hmm.
But see, why ain't he fighting for the white Jews in Israel? Netanyahu and his group. Why he's not fighting their battle? See, we truly are the chosen people.
Netanyahu and those type of people are the people that are what it looks like now, since so many years of taking over and coming in immigration and things like that. Yeah. So now the whole Egypt is immigrants.
Well, yeah. And they declare that they us. You got the white folks and the Arabs saying it's them, but it's not them.
Everybody want to be that chosen people, don't they, boy?
It's us. It's us.
But you can't even you can't convince us.
It ain't no.
You can't convince us.
You can't make us believe it.
We the Gentiles.
You can't make us believe it.
We got to be grafted in.
Yeah. We it.
Okay. Here's the question.
Let me point out one other thing before we move.
Go ahead.
And what I want to point out is, any 10th grade biology student can tell you that black, out of the color of black, brown, and white, which color is dominant?
Black.
Brown can come from black.
Facts.
And white can come from black.
Facts.
But it can't come from white.
No, you can't get it from white.
I was listening, I was doing a little studying yesterday, and it was talking about how that Grandma Dolly's blood was pure. But the study went on to say that on the other side of Grandma Dolly, there was possibly hundreds and even thousands of generations.
Thousands of generations before her, which would account for the X amount of years.
Yes.
Unknown
We
history.
talking 5,000 or 6,000 years back that way.
Yeah.
But see, we don't
account for it.
The black church is missing something. And it's sort of like deter black people from seeking to know who they are. Back in your hand, mate.
Oh, you good. A question nobody wants to answer. Did slavery only steal labor, or did it also steal identity, names, language, faith framing, and how does that connect back to what you teach about Eden and the table of nations? I'll ask it again. Did slavery not only stole labor and identity, names, things of this nature, but how does that connect back to what you teach about Eden and the table of nations?
Okay, we talked about the autonomy, family connections, generational wealth, cultural heritage, economic opportunity. We talked about the psychology of the mind, social status and dignity, time, centuries of it. We wasted for the white man. I'm talking about in the soul of black folks. W.B. Du Bois talked in 1903 how that the black man had cleared the land in America 250 years earlier than the feeble hand of the white man could have. See, a lot of time we start talking about slavery, we don't realize, man, that America, North America was a forest. It was a wilderness. And we cleared it. All this land where you see folks farming it today, we cleared it with our hands and mules.
Did we build America?
Yes, we built America.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, they brought some other immigrants in toward the end of the 19th century.
With the railroad system.
Yes.
But did those people get reparations?
Yes.
Yes. And so I hate to be this guy. I don't believe that this. I don't believe this will happen in my time or while I'm alive. So it doesn't matter for me. I'm fine. Me and my family, we're gonna be fine. Praise God. But if they paid them reparations to build the railroad, do you think that we're owed reparations? Now I know that question wasn't in our lineup, but I just gotta put you on the spot.
Oh, it's not on the spot.
Do you believe that we're owed reparations, and how should that be bust down if it's ever repaid?
Brother Major, I want to say to you, we're gonna get reparations. You see, when in the 15th chapter of Genesis, when he was talking to Abraham, listen to this right here. It's in the book. And when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abram. That was before his name was changed to Abraham. And lo, a horror of great darkness fell upon him. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be strangers in a land that is not theirs, and they shall serve them 400 years. Brother Strong, I taught that man in this city for 30 years. Nobody would pay any attention to it. Then the white man came out with his book talking about 1619, and my folks started believing it. Listen to what he says here. He goes on to say, and also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge. I'm talking about God gonna judge. Listen to what he said. And afterwards shall they come out with great substance. Genesis, the 15th chapter, 12th through the 14th verse.
So it's gonna happen.
I might not see it.
Yeah, we might not.
And I might see it though in my lifetime.
You think we might see it?
With things running with Trump,
we might see.
I'm gonna tell you. See, Major.
It do seem like they're gearing up to handle their business too.
Nah, but it's so many other things happening.
Yeah, it's a lot happening.
Yeah. You see, before it's over, he'll wish that he had gave us that 40 acres in the government mule.
Mm-hmm.
He could have gave that mule and been through with it. The black man wasn't trying to get no vote. All he wanted was 40 acres and a government mule so he could take care of himself and his family.
Mm-hmm.
And in the past 100 years, they done took all the land from the black farmers.
They took it. Anything that we did have, they took it right back.
That's just like, yes, black folks go over here and build a city. These white folks come in and bomb the city down or drown it out like the TVA. Most folks don't realize there's a whole lot of families whose property and land is underneath the Tennessee River.
Mm.
The land, the dam cover 15,000 acres.
And some of that land was,
most of that down by the river was ours, because that's where the black folks was, down by the river.
but if you can't prove this with deeds, paperwork, things of this nature,
yeah, you can prove it.
you can prove it.
Yeah, you go in
The archives
and search the land grants and land records. Yes, you can prove it. You just have to know where to look.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, we somebody, man. We just don't know it.
We just don't know it.
But the greatest hindrance, and I hate to say this, the greatest hindrance of the black race today is the Negro preacher.
Mm.
I hate to say that, man, but it's the truth.
What do
you
you
don't want him to know the truth?
Why do you think it would benefit the Negro preacher to gatekeep information from the congregation, from the sheep, from the black people, from the Negro people?
The only reason I can see is because it's I'm not going to study and I don't want to study.
Mm-hmm.
But if somebody telling you the source and telling you the book, the chapter and the verse, you really shouldn't have a hard time in catching on. But we act like it's so hard. Or we act like it's not in the Bible. But I tell you what we love to pump into people is a dead, buried, and a risen Savior.
Mm.
Now, if you just talk about a dead, buried, and a risen Savior and never talk about reality, how are you going to help me?
Mm.
How can you help me and you don't tell me or teach me about how to survive in this world? You telling me how to get to another world. Well, 100 years ago, they called that pie in the sky religion.
Mm.
And that's what we still reaching for, the pie in the sky religion.
How can we use, I don't like the word religion, how can we use the scriptures that we do believe are inspired by God to help people live today?
Well,
because to me, when I read the scriptures, it's a scripture for everything that's happening in my life currently.
That's right.
It happened already to this guy, that guy. Rachel went and cut dude hair over here because he wanted to lay up with her. And,
that's right.
Yeah, I mean,
that's right.
It's in there.
What I would say is, what I basically would say, we need to get so much out of doctrine.
Mm.
See, when the Negro was freed, everybody wanted to control him. The Baptists, the Methodists, the Presbyterian, the Lutheran. You see, all of them was different type of churches, man,
Mm-hmm.
to control black people. Then I think of the book How to Make a Negro Christian, Christian. Charles Colcock Jones, PhD Colcock Jones, Reverend Dr. Colcock Jones. How to Make a Negro Christian. A book every black, they not giving no Negro that book to read in a white theological seminary.
But the book is available. Knowledge is increased in the land right now. The book is probably available on a PDF for free. We just don't want to read it at this point, I guess.
Not going to read it.
Not going to read it. Let me ask you this. I just got to, because, some of the subject matter that we're covering. Would a perfect God have a divided religion? Meaning, I just heard you say, when black folks came out of slavery, all of the sects wanted the Baptists, the Methodists, the D folks, everybody wanted them to join with them, right? And so those are denominations. The word D meaning divide.
That's right.
So do you think that there is one true religion opposed to? I know God wouldn't do nothing divided. I don't feel that. It's almost rhetorical, but I still want to ask you, would God have a divided religion?
Brother Major, it's like when I think of the question you asked, I think about a watch. In the center, you got the hands. And when I think of the hands on the watch, the hour hand, the minute hand, and some watches have a second hand. When I think about that, I think about the Tower of Babel. And when the language was confounded, they were sent
70 different ways.
I said 12.
12 different ways. Wow.
That's what I believe.
Wow.
And each one of them took with them the truth. And when you start looking in old ancient history and different cultures, you'll see where certain words overlap.
It all blends.
The white man have created all this division in the world today, man. I'm telling you, we don't like to acknowledge it. We act like he haven't, but he has.
Who created the denominations? Like, is that biblical? Like, is Baptist a biblical thing? Is apostolic a biblical? Is this biblical?
Well, let me say, there was a time when black folks would say that John the Baptist had created the Baptist religion, that he is the founder, but one of the biggest lies ever been taught.
Was John the Baptist a Jew though, right? Right along with Jesus, like but had a personal relationship with Jesus in the flesh.
But that's what the Negroes were saying.
Okay.
50 years ago.
Okay, I didn't even know that people were saying stuff that dumb.
Oh yes, man.
So John the Baptist created the Baptist religion. That's
what they were saying.
No, that's not true. It's not in the Bible.
They are the church in the Bible. They are the church. In the church that the Bible mentioned is the apostolic church, the church of the apostle. That's simple. Okay. Look at the book of Acts. Look at the title, the Acts of the Apostle. But it only talk about 4 of them. It don't even mention the others. So when you talk about that, there is one religion. But you see, there are many ways to worship. So it's just like when you read the Bible, we seem to think in our mind, our hearts, that Moses is the founder of religion, especially monotheism, are the worship of one
One
God.
God, yeah. If any, but that would be Abram, if anybody.
Well,
I'm just saying, if it was anybody,
yeah,
it would be
but
before
even him,
Moses,
even
it would be
him.
Abram.
Yeah, but even him. Abram.
I wouldn't put that on a man, but I'm saying
just
if we did.
If it was, even him. If he was trying to do that, or if he did say he did that, he did not. Because history shows that Akhenaten is. Akhenaten is the father of Tutankhamun.
Or the one God. He started the one God.
Yes, yes. Thutmose, the fourth.
But wasn't he calling a man God though?
Well,
or was it like sun worship?
Yes.
Type situation?
Yes, he didn't have no tops on his building.
And so we're not sun worship. I don't feel like a sun worshiper.
But listen to this here. But you are. You are. Who do you worship?
Jesus Christ.
And what is he?
God.
But what the Bible says is,
you know, it's me.
The Son. The Bible says the Son of God.
The Bible also says if you talk to me, then you also talk to my Father.
Well, John 10:30 does say, I and my Father are one. But tell me this here.
Send down
Why would Jesus go throughout his life praying to the Father?
Because he was still in the flesh. So it's you know, this thing that we in, it still make me afraid. Like, I mean, I know that I want to die for Christ and do right for Christ. But now if you put me on the top of a mountain and try to tempt me like the you see what I'm saying, like the enemy do, say, go ahead and jump. You know what I'm saying? Because you Christ, and you know God gonna send a fleet of angels at you.
That's what he told me.
I still ain't gonna jump.
That's right.
Because I know better. But this sound crazy. I ain't just finna jump. Yeah, I ain't finna tempt myself that you feel me?
Yeah, but you'll be surprised how many people will.
And they'll hit the flow.
It's some folks weak like that, man.
They'll die.
Yeah, it's some folks weak like that in their mind.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is we got to be strong enough to understand that, hey, this guy was in a human body.
Yeah.
This guy was in a human body. I ain't all the miraculous things, I ain't saying. What I'm saying is, I do believe that he had the Spirit of God dwelling within him.
I believe that.
I believe it.
But so do you.
I believe that too.
And so do me.
I believe that too.
But it's about developing.
Yeah, and tapping into it.
Yes.
Yeah. He was tapped all the way in.
Yes.
Yeah, he was. This guy was tapped all the way in.
Yes. Yes. But then see, he wasn't the first of his kind. When you go back to Melchizedek.
Oh, yeah.
Who was without mother, father, sister, brother, beginning the ending of days.
I believe that was God.
That's the only
I don't know, that
sounds
crazy.
That's the only, it's who else he could have been without a beginning or ending.
And then they say in theology school, they try to teach that they said that because of some happened to, they say basically he was an orphan or something, that they did try to trace his lineage and all this, and that's cool. But I'm going to believe the Bible word for word on that one right there. And even when, you know, some scriptures I try to trace back to Greek and Hebrew to see what it actually really said. And this guy Melchizedek was official in in all texts.
Yes.
This guy Melchizedek is official in all texts, and the guy Jesus checks out very well in all the texts.
But see, when you talk about Amun, you ever heard of Amun Ra?
Yes, I have. They say we say his name at the end of every prayer.
That's him. Pull up Revelation 3:14. Now this mind-blowing. This is mind-blowing.
Okay, give me a second. And unto the angel of the church of the
Laodicea.
Of the Laodiceans, right? These things saith the Amen.
Hold your point.
The faithful and true witness, the beginning of the creation of God.
See, that's what started this thing with Jesus. You ever heard of Celsius and Arius?
Yes.
Well, that's what started it right there. They said, and it's something to think about, but the average black preacher won't even think about it. He won't even read the argument of what took place at the Council of Nicaea.
No.
See, that happened at Nicaea.
There holds no thought in the black pastor's mind.
None.
And I don't know if it should. I think it should.
But listen to this.
But how can I get this across to lack of a better word, layman's? Non-educated.
Don't make excuses for it. We understand everything else we want.
Yeah, we do.
We can tell y'all about the birds and the bees.
Yeah, we can.
I'm talking about when I think about the Negro, he can take dope, tell you how many nickel bags in a pound.
A chemist. He can turn into a chemist.
See what I'm talking about? But you're going to tell me language about you hard to receive?
Yeah.
So I can't believe it. But I'm just talking in general. But it's something for us to think about. Yes, something for us to think about. So in that passage there, to me, that let me know that Jesus, see, when you talk about the word, the word was adopted at Nicaea too. In the beginning was the
word,
and the word was
God,
and the word was
with God.
See, that was also adopted.
What do you mean from what? The 42 laws?
No, that didn't come from Mott. They was so concerned about making Jesus God. But the Bible talk about Jesus, and God talk about Jesus as being the Son of God. Yeah, the Bible called Jesus the Son of God. Yeah. Yes. God called him the Son of God. This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. The Christian religion tell you it ain't no 3 is 1. But if you look carefully in the book of Hebrew, where he says there are 3 that bear record in heaven, the Father, the Word, and the Spirit. And these 3 what?
Are one. Yeah, we always wrestle about this Jesus guy every time the master teacher come over here, because I'm always, I think he came down for it in 2 generations. And it's hard for me to I can't strip myself of Jesus being God. I can't do it. Even if whatever somebody say to me, I just can't do it.
But
and that's what makes me understand other black people too, or even the programming. Because if I'm wrong on this one, we don't even want to be right.
Don't Paul tell you in 1 Corinthians 15 that? He tell you that. And we know that they were saying, oh man, this cat, Paul, he done created a new religion.
Yeah.
How can you write 2/3 of the New Testament and never mention one quote of Jesus? Listen to this.
I don't have an answer for that.
I don't either. Yeah. Listen to this right here. I'm reading from Proverbs. Listen to what he says. The Lord possessed me in the beginning of his ways, before his works of old.
Yeah.
You know what he's saying right there? I'm the first of his creations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that. That's what he's saying.
I'm the first of creation. But you see, if he was not the first of creation, he had been with God from the beginning.
From the beginning.
But in the beginning,
That's what I thought it was. I've been here the whole time.
But in the beginning,
he delighted in me, and
but in the beginning, God is by himself walking through the abyss, the black abyss. As a matter of fact, Brother Major, the first 5 days of creation, he was God all by himself. Then when he got ready to make man, it's in your scriptures, when he got ready to make man, he said, let us.
He must have made something in between that. Whoever us is.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I believe he made Jesus.
Yeah.
And this is the argument that Arius was trying to produce to the Presbyterians. Look who made that law up. I'm talking about these people had been fighting Christianity for 300 years. And now all of a sudden, they in control of religion. We got to wake up. I'm not saying don't believe. If you got evidence, it's good.
Yeah.
But if you don't have the evidence, you're in bad shape.
Yeah. That's a brain scratcher right there. And we're gonna have to make a whole episode out of this soon. But I'm gonna get back to this Black history, and moreover, the black dollar. The black dollar and the black vote. Are we politically loyal to a party, or are we being politically played? If you had to tell Black people today one hard truth, should we be Democrats, Republicans, or neither? Or what would we demand in exchange for our vote? That's what I care more about. Like, we don't demand anything. Are we politically loyal to a party for no reason right now? What do you think about those statements?
I'm going to tell you, I think it's true. We are being politically played. Every bird have two wings. And the two wings of the American bird is the Democrat and the Republican.
So there is no fight. There's just flight.
Yes.
So, okay.
Either way, that guy, that Jew who behind the scene, either way, whether it's Republican or Democrat, he's still gearing it the way he wanted to go. So
do you think that in a Republican ran America, let's say before Obama, no Republicans would advocate for same-sex marriage? Now, when the Democrats are pro-LGBTQIA plus 2. The Democrats are also pro-abortion. I'm more conservative. I have more conservative values, and I kind of like the Bible said that abortion is murder. It's murder. It's a person. Was it a person? And did you kill it? Okay, so that's murder. And so and it also say that being gay is a sin against. It's the only sin that's against both God and man. Meaning it's a sin against your natural nature. Me and you can't produce another person together, master teacher. We can't do it. It's gonna take me, a male and a woman, to do that. And so God don't like it, and your body don't even. You feel me? Nature can't. We can't produce nothing from it. We can't be fruitful from it. So, do you see in any world that the Republicans do that? Because I hear you saying that it's two wings. You see what I'm saying? But I've never seen the Republican side swing that way.
Well, they may have different ideologies, but still every bird need two wings to fly. And one wing is Democratic, and the other wing is Republican. Now, black people, most of blacks, we don't realize that it was the Republican Party that freed us. We don't realize that. And we really became heavily Democratic during the time of LBJ, Lyndon Baines Johnson, when he started giving out that fat back and cheese and that canned meat and stuff.
And separating
and he told
the
them,
took the mail out the house.
I had these voting Democrat for 100 years.
And we're approaching, I think we're about 40 years out from when they said
Yes.
that. So we've been doing, I mean, it lasts about 70 years.
Oh, it's going to keep on.
It's going to keep on?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, see,
we still done.
Because we ain't, I'm going to tell you something. Our best bet would be if we created a party of our own, then that way we could always be a swing voter.
Yeah.
But they would have to give us something.
Okay.
Some concessions would have to be made in writing before the election.
So that's how we would make our vote count, opposed to giving it away for free.
And that's what we do.
And putting down our demands.
That's what we do.
Because we don't have any demands.
Thank you.
Ever. For the black vote.
Thank you.
And but I know they still say that we only make up 13% of the entire nation. I don't believe so anymore, guys. I think we're a bigger chunk of the nation than 13.
I figure we might be 14 to 15%.
Really, that's it?
We probably 46, 47 million, maybe 50 million, maybe.
That's a lot of votes.
Yes, it is.
That can swing the entire election either way.
Thank you. And that's what we need to be. A party of swing voters. That's what I think. Yeah, see, when I think about it.
What should we demand for our vote? What do we need that we can actually believe that can be given to us?
Start reparations. You can send all this money to foreign countries.
Oh man.
You can support their wars.
Oh man. With billions.
Yes.
Billions.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can pay us. I'm talking about the white man was so low down and mean. Instead of giving us 40 acres and a mule, he took the land and turned it into state parks to keep from giving us some land.
Yeah.
But yet and still, he created land-based grants all over America so they could get these white folks to move from here to there and giving them land.
What would be sufficient as reparations? What would be sufficient to cover reparations? Would it be a monetary reparation that you see? What would, in your mind, what would be sufficient? A bag, some money?
Now, I see two ways. Personally, really, all of the, it may sound far-fetched, all of the southern states that participated in slavery, we should have that land. And we had it. They was finna give us a part of it until Andrew Johnson nullified the 40 acres in the mule.
I never knew that. How did he nullify?
Well, he vetoed it.
And he was the president?
Oh, yeah.
You talking about Andrew Jackson?
Uh-uh.
Andrew Johnson.
Uh-huh. See, Johnson was a racist drunk from Tennessee.
He owned slaves, right?
If he did, I don't think he had many.
Okay.
But he was a racist from Tennessee. And Lincoln had created what was called the 10% plan. Well, Johnson allowed the South to come on back in the Union without 10% of its people pledging loyalty to the Union.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what did away, man. I'm talking about that's what did away with
the 4 acres and a mule.
Mm-hmm. Even though they had passed it, Johnson vetoed it.
Okay.
And the 40th Congress would not put on the floor again.
Now, back to what you would feel would be sufficient, which nothing would be sufficient for what our people went through. I don't mean it like that. But I mean the descendants of our people, what would be you saying some land and some of the southern states. Now let's just go ahead and be realistic. It's not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen.
And so.
But you asked me a question.
I had to ask. Now, what would be the second way that was on your mind?
And it's not going to happen either. About $3 trillion.
A family?
About $3
trillion for the whole.
Yes, $3 trillion. I'm gonna tell you, but think about this.
$3 trillion.
Think about this.
Let me divide that by 50 million.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm talking about what could be simple. 2 million. And that's doable.
2 million apiece?
Yes. A household.
A household, because that's all 2 million is at this point.
But it's still, but that's still a chunk of change in your hand if you got it right here.
Yeah. You
ain't got to be a fool and spend all at once.
Oh, it's gonna be so many of those. So, you say it's 50 million roughly.
Mm-hmm.
If that, about half
2 million.
Those 2 million will go right back to the hands. It'll go right back.
But still, I'm talking about.
It's old.
That's a sense of fairness.
Yeah, that's a sense of fairness. Yeah. So you don't think 2 million will be cutting ourselves short? Yeah,
but that's workable. That won't even run you into the $1 trillion, man. We was talking about a household. Now just think. If you give every person, say it's 50 million blacks in America. If you give every black 2 million, you still only have spent $100 million. See what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And you ain't gonna tell me 100 million hurt you. And you can pump billions into a war. Mm-hmm.
I never thought about that. It's not even that many of us. I think that's cutting ourselves. I think that's selling short. Yeah, 2 million. That would shut mouths. Maybe that wouldn't even shut mouths. Like 5 million, and if it at 50 million people would be. You say what would that'll be?
What is it, 250 million?
Yeah. That ain't even a lot of money.
It ain't.
I never even thought of it. So they could cut this check.
Today.
They could have been cut this check.
Yes, man.
I'm upset now.
That's what Dr. King was telling me when he said, hey, we coming here to catch a check that you had promised.
That's what he said. Now, to Dr. King, it's Black History Month, Dr. King question. Mm-hmm. He said, I'm afraid I led my people into a burning building. So did he do the wrong thing? What was the negative that Dr. King, what could he not see? Because at this point, I mean, hindsight is the best side we can see.
Yeah.
But what at the time, what made him think that civil rights was going to be for us and not a tool for the Hispanics or white women or LGBTQIA +2 here in the future that he couldn't see? Like, Black people are the last people to get to enjoy civil rights.
Well,
I think it should have been black rights. Should have been fighting for that.
I'm gonna tell you something. See, bro, it was black rights,
but it's not. It's not.
President Obama took that from y'all. He did a lot of, but he got a boss too. He was the president of the United States, but Mr. Obama had a boss.
Mm-hmm.
I heard him say out of his own mouth, every day he was briefed on what the day what was going to transpire that particular day.
They get a presidential daily briefing.
Yes, because there's somebody behind him telling him what to do and what not to do. And the reason Trump can get by, because they want racism to be prevalent in the United States. Just like now, this ain't the first time that we've been erased out of history. When you talk about Wilson, President Wilson, he erased black people out of the history books in 1916 and wrote a whole new history.
How did he do that? Which particular history of ours did he erase?
He took us out the books. Yeah, he took us out the textbooks. As a matter of fact,
they're doing it again now.
Exactly.
They're not, the only thing that they even pump. The reason I had to ask you over here because there's so many things that that our kids aren't going to get, and or our adults aren't going to get, so we can try to pass it down to our kids as far as Black history. And they only teaching Martin
Luther King.
They're not teaching Malcolm,
Harriet Tubman,
and the other lady that sat on the book, Rosa Parks. And that's about it. And so I did want to ask you about. I don't know we're skipping over right now, but we got to. But I did definitely want to ask you about a Garvey question, because of course they'll never even touch on that brother right there. So let me find this question real quick.
Greatest Black leader ever been through America.
Where do you place Marcus Garvey in Black history? Was he ahead of his time, or is his message still too dangerous for mainstream acceptance today? And what did he understand about power that we still refuse to practice? Because that man has some power.
He had the right idea, but what he didn't have was trust amongst
his members.
Yeah,
himself
with others.
Yeah.
He handled everything himself, made all decisions. The Black Star Line, the other ships. See, he had black men who were working against him. They're working for the government. He was losing money, but he had so many people, like the gatekeepers, the real gatekeepers,
the black boule.
Yes. And the Negro fraternities.
The Negro fraternities, yeah, that's the black boule. Yeah.
Yes, that's why they came into being. So they would not support the cause of Marcus Garvey.
So was he beefing with E.B. Du Bois?
In the beginning, what?
And so we lift E.B. Du Bois up, but he was a gatekeeper. He was a black gatekeeper,
yes,
right?
He was.
Let's just bust it down.
Yes, he was. And I tell you, even Dr. King.
He was a black gatekeeper.
Was a boule.
Yeah.
But see, he was concerned, coming back to his
Divine Nine.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was concerned. Dr. King was, but he was conscious of it. He started asking himself. See, the problem was
they knocked his head off once he started asking himself them questions.
Du Bois, Fred Douglass, Monroe Trotter, Dr. King, all them guys, man, they wanted Adam Clayton Powell. All of them wanted to be the brother-in-law of the white man. So Martin started seeing, he said, hey, I done led myself have I led my people into a burning building? That's because he knew that segregation and integration was not going to work. And now the way to go, the way to go is segregation.
Segregation.
But every time the black man attempts segregation,
they give us something. They throw us a curve.
No, here come the white man and tear it down or burn it down or destroy it.
Yeah.
He's fearful, man, of us.
Yeah, but if I do believe if we gave it another shot at segregation, it would be because what you gonna tear it down now that we got all this social media?
I'm gonna tell you, man.
You gonna pull a Tulsa, Oklahoma on us in 2030? You know, how would you do that? Yeah, I doubt it.
But it have happened before.
Yeah.
Yeah, even the records. The 1890 census, it was burned up.
Mm.
And then the place was flooded. And then shortly after that, instead of drying the old records out, they threw them away.
Mm.
So the whole first generation, you just threw out your history. That's why people like you cannot, I'm just lucky. That's why people like you cannot go back any further than your great-grandma. But see, my great-grandma, her birth dates back to 1764. Before America became a nation.
So the records that most displaced descendants of slaves like myself wouldn't be able to have access to these records because you saying that these records are
1890 was destroyed, burned up. And I think it's 7 or 8 states, but not in Alabama.
So the only way that I can get this information is from actually, I will have to go, Granddad, how much do you got? And then go to his folks and how much do they? I can't get that information.
Well, yeah, you can. I'm gonna tell you what you can do. You can start with you and pull up your daddy, and then once you pull up your daddy, you can pull up his daddy. Every 10 years, you're gonna see it. Every now and then in the 1866 census, especially in Alabama, you'll find you'll find where they did a little brief reference to census for slavery. But basically, you'll pick up in the 1870s and the 1880s. Then after that, you'll pick back up probably in 1900.
That's crazy.
But you done lost a whole lot of, that's 3 generations.
I can't even get there though because on both sides, when I go to Carl Samuel or when I go to Andrew Strong Sr. and I try to find, I can't even find their dads.
Well,
which I mean, I know who they say their dads are, but when I type those guys' names in,
was they married? They wasn't married to them. Oh well, you won't find them then.
That's what I'm saying. And
but
that was a normal thing, though, Master Teacher. That was normal.
But you see, you might have a chance, if you stop looking for the dad. If you stop looking in his record for the dad.
Look at Grandma's record.
Look at the granddaddy record. Put who he says dad in. Put that in.
And then go from there.
Okay. But see,
that's hard to find because boys was born in the if both of my granddads was born in like 38, 37, and so you go 15 years or 20 years before that when their dad would have been born. I can't even find them boys.
You should be able to find that, man. Yeah, you should be able to find that. Now you may have to look in a different place.
Yeah.
You may have to look. Yeah, you should be able to find that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's I thought that was very interesting. Now
sometimes, Brother Strong, you may have to look in a different county, a different place that he called home.
Now, I got to ask this question in closing. This is going to be my last question to you. We've had a wonderful podcast. I just, honestly, every time that I had you over here, I feel like I I never get enough pause, and I would like you. I always like to get more. You know what I'm saying, and have you here longer. But man, we've been doing this for like 2 hours, and it don't even feel like it.
No.
Now, why does it feel like the United States is trying to sweep slavery under the rug through school standards, culture wars, and selective storytelling? And what happens to a nation spiritually and mentally when it refuses to tell the truth about its foundation?
Well, that's the problem, Major.
Mm-hmm.
America cornerstone is racism and bigotry. I'm talking no way around it.
No way around it.
And so now he don't want his children to feel the pain that we have felt for the past 405 years since we've been in America.
They say that the American white kids should be able to feel proud of themselves without knowing nothing about slavery, and that they don't really want their kids even knowing about it because they don't feel good about themselves.
Thank you. And that's why they hiding it from you. That's why they don't want you to know it. That's why they don't want their people to know it. All they want to share is the good. But there's nothing good about America. I mean, nothing. Find something good America did in history. Everything they do, man, they got an ulterior motive behind it. And it's all about control.
I can't fight with you.
It's all about control.
And I feel, and I know this is gonna sound crazy because I'm Americanized. I'm the Americanized Negro, and I feel patriotism to this land. And I like being here. I like living here in America where I know no other lands. You see, I don't. Whatever this sense of freedom that I feel, whether it's true freedom or not, is the only freedom that I know. You see, and so I think just us being here and being alive is what America done good.
I must say, the Negro in America live better than any Negro in the world. But the reason being is we could be better and have some generational wealth.
Yes, we could.
But the white man won't let it happen. And every time we start advancing, he's going to change the rules.
Move the goalposts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every time.
Yeah, every time. That's right.
Yeah. Do you have anything in closing as far as Black history, anything that you think that we need to know, the parents need to know to pass down to the kids, or the kids directly that may be watching need to know?
Yes, I would encourage us to learn who we are. Plato stole it, Aristotle stole it from the Africans when he said the word know thyself. We should never let any race of people tell us more about self than ourselves. The Bible, the Old Testament, we're talking 4,000 or 5,000 years worth of history. I'm not talking about when you look at, if you go further into the table of nations, Genesis 6 through 25, what you'll discover is the sons and the grandsons of Ham. And you'll also discover that the sons and grandsons and great-grandsons of Ham, they are the people who was controlling everything in the Bible.
Are they also the people that ended up pushed down to Negro land? to Judah.
Yes.
Which was the map was rewritten in the 1700s.
Over a period of over a period of 1700
And you're gonna have to give me that
years.
guy's name so I can try to put both of his maps.
Emmanuel Boeing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you his map before we leave.
Okay.
Yeah, but we talking about 1700 years. That's how long it took. And see,
is the curse of Ham real?
No, it's the biggest lie that's ever been told.
Is it in the Bible? It say somebody laughed at his dad, it was naked, he got drunk.
Yeah, the 9th chapter of Genesis.
It's hard
to... But you see, when you look at it, though, it's not what... Okay, hold on.
I'm sorry to do this to you. Teacher. You know I didn't want to do that.
Hold on.
I just, we need to know.
Yeah, we've been taught that.
We've been taught that.
But it's a lie.
And see when it's in the Bible, you say, okay, Ham
but
did this.
It ain't so much really in the Bible. It's what
interpretation.
It's what we was taught.
Mm-hmm.
And we ourselves hold ourselves in a deeper bondage by continuing to propagate the lie that we've been taught. Listen to this right here. This is the 9th chapter of Genesis, starting at the 20th verse. This Bible is interesting, man. See, the Bible said one thing, and we run around saying something else. But see, we telling the lie that we don't know about, and the Bible telling the truth that we won't read. The 21st verse. And he drank, 20th verse. And Noah became a husbandman, and he planted a vineyard. And he drank of the wine and was drunken, and he was uncovered within his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father and told his two brethren. And Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it upon their shoulders and went backward and covered the nakedness of their fathers. And their faces were backward, and they saw not their father's nakedness. And Noah, listen to this right here. And Noah awoke from his wine and knew what his younger son had done unto him. Mm-hmm. And he said, listen right this here. See, listen right, we don't hear what we read. Mm-mm. And Noah awoke from his wine and knew what his younger son had done unto him. Now, was this Noah's fourth son? Or was he a son of Ham? And he said, cursed be Canaan. He didn't put the curse on Ham. We've been told he put the curse on Ham.
That's
the biggest lie ever been told.
That's the Bible right there?
Genesis 9, yes. Okay. See, that's all I be trying to get us to do. I'm not trying to convince you I'm not saying believe me.
No.
I really want you to call me a lie.
Yeah. I know you do.
So he goes on to say, and he said, 25th, cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren. And then we'll holler that the word of God is infallible. How can it be infallible and it's been touched by white men and hounded?
What Shem had going on as far as the disrespect or I didn't have my head turned when dad was, exposed. What that got to do with Canaan?
Thank you.
It's
something to think about.
Yeah, I'm thinking now.
Shem, listen to this.
I'm going to have to just go re-examine this whole thing.
I'm telling you, Shem was black too. Shem was black. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And his church, Ham had 4 sons. Cush, the father of the Ethiopians. Mizraim, the father of the Egyptians. Put, the father of the West Africans. Yeah. And Canaan, the father of the Palestinians. See them Palestinians that Netanyahu just bombed to death?
Yeah.
They are people.
So let me ask you this. It's like I said, every time you come, it's hard to get you out of here. Now, if I'm Ham, and I transgress against Dad, would it be a normal thing back in this time for Dad not to curse me, but my son? Or would should
No.
you know, if I transgress against Dad, would it be a normal traditional thing back then? I mean, that's the beginning, to curse the person who transgressed against you.
Well, see, this the catch right here.
I'm just trying to see how to get back to Ham.
I understand what you're saying. This the catch. What they trying to say, Josephus said that Ham screwed his daddy when he went there and saw him naked.
What you mean, physical?
Yeah, emasculated him. Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy.
But and then see, I got some more books. The Writers of the East, books from the East. It say that it happened to him because everybody refrained from sex on the ark, but Ham and the dog. I'm talking about, man, they done created all kind of lies, and they done fed these lies to the whole world. They done
just made it what they wanted to make, because now at that point, you know, that they took it too far.
Yeah.
And I know that these books say these things.
Yeah.
I believe you. Yeah. But that's just, you know,
But see, the Bible don't say now time that he did anything to him, but just went in there and he was naked. But see, I'm gonna tell you something.
The Bible don't say that, yeah.
Noah should not have been drunk in his tent. And I asked the question, hey, why was Miss Noah? Why was Miss Noah at? Yeah. 9 times out of 10, if he was in there drunk, you know what she was? I ain't saying she was drunk, but she was right there by him.
9 times out of 10.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about, man. I don't know. I'm not saying believe me. I'm saying re-examine.
Yeah, I get, and you know, we hear this right here. How can you hear without the preacher?
And how can he preach except that he be sent?
Right. Now, my thing with that is, my bishop can help me to interpret this situation right here. Ham did one thing. They saying Ham did this, but then they saying curse Canaan. But at the end of the day, it didn't say curse Ham.
Thank you. Thank you.
But so are we descendants of Canaan? You see? And then they saying, yeah. And then so that got something to do with us. But you know.
Yeah, but see,
that's when I start deferring.
But the curse still was not put
on Ham. And it's not in the Bible. It's not in. Yeah. You can't find it in the Bible.
And then when you look at that, the 26th verse, Canaan truly may have been a fourth son of Ham. Think about it, man. Them cats just got off the ark.
And
in 5 verses, he done grew a vineyard, got drunk, and woke up and cursed his grandson.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just want us to re-examine what the scripture says.
Yeah.
Instead of over the lies that we have been taught to believe and spread to our people.
Yeah.
You know why the black church is empty today?
It's empty.
Because it don't have this. It don't have this teaching. I'm talking about these young people. They recognize, man, there's a lie in here somewhere that's being told. They recognize it.
We recognize it. We just, you know.
Yeah. They may still be getting up and going.
Yeah.
But they recognize, too, it's a lie somewhere.
Or it's been told to me that a half a truth is a whole lie.
That's right.
And so if you only giving me prosperity and
No
Jesus,
word.
Jesus.
Yes.
You know, you
Yes.
ain't giving me as much meat, and you know, you just give me the potatoes and the
Yes.
sides. And that's not a that might be a half truth, but it was told to me that a half truth is also
I done heard that.
a whole lie.
But why are we so deprived of the wealth of Black history in the Bible? Solomon, Jesus, how like lamb was.
Well, it's been waved off for so long since we have been here in
But
this
it's what the
land.
Bible. But it's what the Bible says. It's what the Bible says.
I know. It's even scriptures in there that specifically from specific biblical characters that say, "I am black."
Yeah, David, I am comely in black.
Yeah. And so I'm with you. It's just that it's been dismissed. They're so dismissive about it. And what we see aesthetically matters, and we don't see this. You know that they got the motion pictures now, and we don't see these people depicted in the motion pictures.
Yes,
that's
right.
I mean,
that's right.
The imagery matters.
Yes, it
matters.
You know,
and all the imagery is of white guys and things of this nature, and so we just. You know, I do think that we're at a turning point with some of the youth and the people out there who are waking up and I see I don't like the words woke and waking up, you know, but aware of the true knowledge. There's people out there who's become aware of the true knowledge that a lot of the history in the Bible is also Black history.
Yes, see, it's just like when you talk about the Ethiopian Bible.
Mm-hmm. They say it's the oldest one. I don't know.
Yeah, complete. Yeah,
they never even bring it
out.
The
same books that's contained in the Ethiopian Bible, they were also in the Christian Bible. Mm-hmm. And during the late 1800s, the Protestants got rid of those books.
And Protestant means in protest against Christ.
They really was protesting against us.
Okay. So God wouldn't have a religion of protesting either. You see what I'm saying? How contradictory just the words that we use, you know.
It's how we've been trained and how we've been taught.
Yeah.
That's why it don't fit.
Yeah.
But for me, see, it used to didn't fit, but it fits now. And fits in a tight, snug place.
What dawned upon you?
Knowledge. Truth. I've spent 54 years reading, studying.
And we appreciate you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's what I do, whether received or not. But I pray, I want people to call me a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a wonderful show episode today, Black History episode today. I hope everybody got some value. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, sir.
And I would love to have you back sometime in the summer, maybe July, August. I would love to have you back, and we're gonna. Juneteenth coming up. I don't know what you know about that.
I'm abreast on it.
You know, but
that's Black history, my Black Bible and Black history.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I profess to know.
Yeah, and I hope you guys were able to get any value from the top of the podcast as well when we were speaking on the Euphrates and the Garden of Eden, because I had no idea that that's that's a part of Black history that threw me off when we was texting back and forth. I said, man, the master teacher want me to bring this up, and I was like, man, how do that even But
yeah. Underneath. Not one angel, not two, 4. The Euphrates dried up, and the 4 angels were released.
So the Euphrates is going to dry up.
Dry now. Google it when I'm gone.
Hey guys, that's been major, guys. Thanks.
Bless you. Let me show you something right quick.